It is a place where the rugged cliffs meet the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean, where history echoes through ancient streets, and where the warmth of the Mediterranean sun mingles with the cool breeze of the sea. It is a land that has captivated explorers, welcomed dreamers, and inspired adventurers throughout history. So let us embark on a journey through time and discover the secrets of this enchanting corner of Europe. Our story begins long before the official birth of the country. We travel back to a time when ancient civilizations roamed the Iberian Peninsula. The Celti-Iberians, the Lusitanians, and other indigenous tribes left behind remnants of their culture in the form of megalithic tombs and hilltop settlements. These ancient roots speak of a land that has been inhabited for millennia, a land that has seen the rise and fall of empires and the evolution of cultures. As we continue our journey, we encounter the Romans who arrived in the Iberian Peninsula, bringing with them the foundations of roads, aqueducts, and cities. Their influence can still be seen in the well-preserved ruins of places like Coimbra. This was a time when trade flourished and cultural exchange enriched the region. The Roman presence laid the groundwork for what was to come, shaping the very essence of the land. With the decline of the Roman Empire, new players emerged on the stage of history. The Visigoths arrived, followed by the Moors, who settled for several centuries, leaving an indelible mark on Portugal's culture. Their architectural marvels, irrigation systems, and scientific advancements are a testament to their enduring legacy. The Moors were instrumental in transforming the landscape and introducing new ideas that would shape Portugal's future. Mosques, palaces, and gardens bear witness to their aesthetic and intellectual contributions, making Portugal a melting pot of cultures. As we delve deeper into Portugal's history, we encounter the pivotal moment when its identity began to solidify. In the 12th century, Alfonso I embarked on a mission to break away from the Kingdom of Leon and establish an independent kingdom. His efforts culminated in the Treaty of Zamora in 1143, which acknowledged the existence of the County of Portugal. However, it was his son, Afonso Henriques, who truly laid the foundation for the nation we know today. He defeated the Moors at the Battle of Verique in 1128, a decisive victory that marked the beginning of Portugal's independence. Afonso Henriques was proclaimed the first king of Portugal in 1139, and thus the medieval Kingdom of Portugal was born. Over the next few centuries, the kingdom expanded its territory through a series of battles and strategic alliances. One notable conquest was the capture of Faro from the Moors in 1249, marking the end of Muslim rule in the Iberian Peninsula. By the 13th century, Portugal had established itself as a sovereign nation, ready to embrace its destiny on the world stage. But it was during the reign of King Manuel I that Portugal truly entered the annals of history. This era, known as the Age of Discoveries, witnessed an unprecedented surge in exploration and maritime conquests. Prince Henry the Navigator played a pivotal role in fostering innovation in navigation and shipbuilding, laying the groundwork for what was to come. Under the reign of King John II, the Portuguese began exploring the African coast in search of a sea route to India. The remarkable journeys of explorers like Bartolomeu Dias, Vasco da Gama, and Pedro Álvares Cabral expanded Portugal's horizons and reshaped the course of global history. These voyages not only brought untold riches and exotic goods to Portugal, but also resulted in the establishment of trading posts and colonies across the globe. Portugal became the first truly global empire, connecting continents and cultures in ways never seen before. But as Portugal basked in the glory of its maritime conquests, the seeds of change were already being sown. By the late 16th century, Portugal's fortunes began to turn. The death of King Sebastian in 1580 without a clear heir led to a succession crisis. This paved the way for the Spanish Habsburg dynasty to take the Portuguese throne, uniting the two kingdoms under Philip I of Spain. Although Portugal regained its independence in 1640, it faced stiff competition from rising colonial powers like England and the Netherlands. Furthermore, the devastating Lisbon earthquake of 1755, one of the deadliest in history, shook the nation to its core. Fires and tsunamis followed, causing immeasurable destruction and loss of life. But the spirit of the Portuguese people remained unbroken. In the aftermath of the earthquake, the Marquis of Pombal, a visionary statesman, led the reconstruction of Lisbon with Enlightenment-inspired reforms. He introduced modern urban planning, public works, and scientific advancements, transforming the city into one of the most modern in Europe. Despite these setbacks, Portugal pressed on. It participated in the Napoleonic Wars and later played a role in the Liberal Revolution in Brazil. The 19th century saw Portugal navigate through periods of monarchy and republicanism, until it finally became a republic in 1910. The Estado Novo regime under de Oliveira Salazar, though authoritarian, aimed to stabilize the country after years of turmoil. But Salazar's policies, characterized by repression and censorship, stifled political freedoms and economic progress. By the mid-20th century, discontent grew and calls for democracy intensified. Then came the Carnation Revolution on April 25, 1974, Soldiers, supported by the Carnation Revolution, overthrew the Estado Novo regime, ending decades of dictatorship and restoring democracy. This peaceful transition marked a significant shift in Portugal's history, ushering in an era of political freedom and social change. Following the revolution, Portugal granted independence to its remaining colonies, including Angola, Mozambique, Guinea-Bissau, Cape Verde, and São Tomé and Príncipe, marking the end of its colonial empire. The process of decolonization was accompanied by political and economic challenges, as Portugal adapted to its new role in the post-colonial world. Portugal's entry into the European Economic Community, now the European Union, in 1986 brought significant changes. The country benefited from substantial investments and its economy modernized rapidly. Sectors like agriculture, industry, and services experienced growth, transforming Portugal into one of the most prosperous nations in the EU. In recent times, Portugal has faced economic challenges, particularly after the 2008 financial crisis. Austerity measures imposed during the economic downturn sparked public protests and highlighted the country's vulnerability to global financial shocks. However, Portugal's commitment to its European partners led to the provision of financial assistance and the implementation of reforms aimed at restoring economic stability. Tourism has emerged as a vital sector for Portugal's economy, drawing visitors from around the world who are captivated by its rich history, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. Cities like Lisbon and Porto have become popular destinations for tourists seeking to explore Portugal's unique charm. Today, Portugal stands as a beacon of democracy, humanism, and a deep connection to its cultural heritage. Its story is a testament to the human spirit, showcasing how a nation can endure through centuries of change while cherishing its identity. From its ancient roots to its modern achievements, Portugal's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. It is a nation where history comes alive, where the rhythm of Fado echoes through the streets, and where the warmth of the people reflects the brilliance of the sun-drenched land. Whether you stroll along the banks of the Tagus River in Lisbon, explore the historic streets of Porto, or bask in the beauty of the Algarve coast, Portugal envelops you in its timeless charm. It is a place where the past and present intertwine to create an experience that will resonate with every traveler who sets foot on its soil. And so, our journey through time brings us to the present day, where Portugal continues to write its story. It is a nation that embraces both its glorious past and the challenges of the modern world with resilience and grace. As you explore its cities, feel the echoes of history beneath your feet and in the laughter of its people. For in Portugal, the spirit of adventure and discovery lives on. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe for more captivating content. Thank you for joining me on this journey through time, and I'll see you in the next video.